What's up, everybody? Magic the Gathering is a dumpster fire, and we are all going to warm ourselves by the gigantic metallic heaty box full of trash. All right, so first things first, I'm going to grab the live stream link, and I'm going to share that in the Discord before I start ranting and forget all about it. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Perfect. So that's shared. That part's done. Excellent. Next part is all the little clicks I have to do to make sure that no parts of the chat are hidden from me. Because if you guys didn't know this, when you do live streams, by default, there's multiple layers of like removal of comments and things like that. So I like to go in and set it so that I can see everything. Otherwise, like, the filters aren't the greatest. Oh, you know what? Also, I guess I didn't, I was in such a rush that I didn't clear off the board from yesterday. Let me do that as well. I just noticed. All right, there we go. That's good. I've been doing a bunch of stuff today, including sorting my, my sorcery. What is going on over here? Nothing. Okay, everything's fine. Good. All right, there we go. So now that that is all done, I can finally do my hellos. What up? Kenzuki, 3-1, Doomblade, Oscar, Timmy, James P, Zachary, McMillan, Jamlin Jr., Eng, Doomblade, Loco. Who else? Garly, Sulphurous, what's up, bro? Mendoza, JCG, Jaden. Let's see. Oh, Carly, the lovely Carly. We've got Beaumont Butcher, Adam. Let's see. Rich. Higgins, Astrid. I think that's everybody. I think that is everybody. Give me a quick feedback on your end kind of thing. Does the stream look stable? Is everything all good? It seems like it's stable on my end, but YouTube glorked out for a second and it was like telling me for a long time, there's a problem. And I'm like, it doesn't look like there's any problem. And it's going, there's a problem, but the stream seems to be flowing just fine. So anyways, let me know in the chat if everything is flowing as it should be going. And a 3-1 beefy hatchling action. That's the way to live life, buddy. That's the way to live life. I am going to be upgrading the name of the channel member concepts and coming up with more emoticons and other levels of membership icons. That is slated for the future, so expect that to be coming 6 years down the road. Hang in for it. Jamlin Jr. Watched the stream and counted all the Oz. Did you for real? I don't know if I mentioned this in the video, but I legit, hold on, let me put you up on the board here. I legit thought to myself, I was like, I wonder how many times he actually says in this. It's a habit that people have built in. A lot of people do it, but it was very prevalent with him in particular. And my brain went, man, I wonder how many in total there were. And, and I was like, I wonder, I can't remember if I mentioned it in the video or not. But that's crazy, bro. Did you legit count them? That's wild. I believe it. Absolutely. Doomblade, thanks for joining the channel membership, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, James P gifted a membership to Garly. Enjoy that, Garly. James P just kissed you into the Hatcher Club. You a hatchling now. You just got kissed on the mouth by a magical James P. Landmark Networking says, I love magic. I love turkeys. Well, you are what you eat. So I presume you eat a diet of magic cards and turkey. I'm down with that, by the way. The turkey is all right. Don't eat magic cards. They don't taste very good. But I love magic and turkeys too. Unless, am I the turkey in this? Is that what you mean? Like magic and then me? All right. Let's see here. Landmark doing his networking tonight. Gonna interface with your mother. I'm gonna show her my USB drive for $269. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. We've got everybody accounted for and the stream is working. Don't even try that, Jay. Well, you know what? Now I know why you're like, you forgot me. No, I just said your name wrong. I called you JCG. That's your name now. So, sure, I mean, it just sounds like something you'd get at a dispensary. But that's your name. Take that. What are you going to do? Bo Falcon, you watched it at but 1.5 times speed. Very cringe. It was difficult to watch. Like, genuinely difficult to watch. I normally wait until their stream has started, like 5-10 minutes in to get past the intro stuff that all streams have. They had already jumped way into the stream. I was just like, what's going on? So I was already missing the first part, but I was in the apartment by myself sorting my sorcery cards. Like I'm sorting them out on the couch into different piles, looking at the different beautiful images. Actually, there's a community post on this channel showing them if you want to see it. All the exceptionals. I was like, man, these cards look so good. I'm going to take a top-down picture. Why not, right? And so I'm doing that while I'm listening to the stream. And like the questions that are being asked and then the answers, like hearing the answers that were fumbling nonsense and then the half-hearted, actually not even half-hearted, the no-hearted responses from Blake where he was just like, all right. It's amazing. It's just like, okay, we're really excited to talk about the new upcoming set. Becky, tell us about the new upcoming set. Okay, well, we're going to Ixalan and stuff has happened and we're really excited about it. And like lots of cool stuff is happening. And yeah. All right. Dave, you tell us about something. All right, all right. Like, come on, man. What is this? What is this? It's crazy. It's crazy. Doomblade says, one of the things I wish Wizards of the Coast could do is change the cards on the fly. Like Snap changes the card every 2 weeks and pay attention to the meta. Doomblade, are you wishing Alchemy? Are you wishing Alchemy on regular Magic? Because that is one of the most hateful things I've ever heard. Why would you want to bring Alchemy? Why would you want to give Wizards the ability? Like, if Wizards could change cards Snap on the fly, they would just make all your cards garbage so you have to keep buying the newest cards. Oh yeah, we downgraded what these cards do. You don't want that. You don't want to live in the nightmare you've dreamed up, right? Like, it also could be that because we're only dealing with a tiny sentence you can put in the super chat box, that maybe you're not like meaning what it like comes across as, but that's nuts, bro. That's nuts. I don't want Wizards having access to do that. Screw that, man. They don't care about the meta. You want them to manage. You want it to be managed by somebody who don't care, bro. That like you wish Wizards was like. Here's what you should wish. The biggest wish you should have is that Wizards would care. That's the best wish for Magic. Like the best wish, you know? Jamlin, you counted across everybody. Oh, okay, that's the aggregated amount. I would have believed it was just the one guy. I felt bad for them. I felt bad. It seemed like they were super nervous and they didn't know what they were talking about. I guess sometimes it might have been because, well, we don't want to reveal anything about whatever, but it's like you're supposed to talk about this time. You created it. You created it, you know? Pierce, you had to sit through a Marine brief, 15 minutes, 104 F-bombs, no idea what the topic was. Do you mean my fucking stream, bro? Is that slang for my stream? 15 minutes? How long we been here? Pretty much 15 minutes. 104 F-bombs? It sounds about right. You talk about my stream, soldier? You fuck. Bo Falcon, it was funny how many people kept bringing up the Pinkertons and, of course, complete silence about it. Complete silence? I mean, Blake did go, I see you guys are talking in the chat. That's technically addressing it. And then also, all this is outside of the scope. That's him addressing it. That's him addressing, not addressing it, right? Like, so it's like there wasn't silence. The noise they made was empty, however. There is definitely that situation. So it's ridiculous. Bound by spoiler rules. Higgins, I can't. They're literally spoilering cards. And they're being asked to talk about what's going on now. Nobody's saying, hey, can you tell us what's going on 2 years in the future in Magic? They're just like, hey, what's going on with the Johnny? And the lady who wrote the story that involves a Johnny that came out today goes, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Johnny, basically. And you're like, how do you not know? And you go, oh, okay, so you guys worked 2 years out and you're focused on this 2 year stuff now, but you don't retain what you've worked on because you don't really care. And on top of that, nobody had any preparation for this stream at all. Nobody prepped for it because nobody gives a shit. And so these people were basically just roped into this nonsense at the last minute out of panic and desperation. And they made this completely garbage stream. It was insane. It was insane. Silverus, honestly, it's reached the point where I can't disagree. You might be right. Magic might be getting to the point where they are going to be dethroned because they are on like a rocket ship hurtling towards the fucking center of the earth. It's insane. The choices they're making are insane. They're so bad for the long-term health of the game. And you got a bunch of idiots just going, how can Wizards of the Coast be making bad choices if they have more money? They made more money, therefore Wizard makes better choices. And it's like, dude, by your logic, if I have a family and I have a job, right? And then I'm making fucking $10,000. If I sell one of my children for $10,000, I've just moved up from $100,000 to $110,000. I've just increased my profits 10% year over year. Was that a good choice for my family? Was that a good choice for the long-term health of my family? Was that a good choice? And next year, I can sell another one for $15,000. Oh, whoa, hey, that's even 5% more than the year before. Things are definitely getting better. And the next kid, I can sell him for 20. Boom, we're moving up. And then the next year, oh, I don't have any kids anymore. Oh, and it takes a long time to grow kids. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, that's right. My family's done for. I literally sold off my future. So, I mean, that's it, bro. They're selling the fucking kids now, man. Did you see the screen caps on the Discord where they straight up said Aftermath is a Marvel post-credit scene attempt? Did I? I don't know. I've seen so much stuff all over the place. So no, maybe I did, maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not. Maybe I do not. 3-1, they hit the self-destruct button. It's wild. It's wild. Millmaster, no. No, Pinkerton took your kids before you could sell them. That's no good. Better be careful. They're going to come after you for saying that. Lettuce. Remember when they used to plan 5 years out? It feels like they plan like 3 months out in terms of cash grabbery. And then in terms of the story, they just go, we're going to come up with the story. And then marketing and whatever else just hacks it to pieces. And they're just running along with whatever chunks. Like, bro, today I heard in the stream they said that, what was it? The people on Kaldheim burnt their own world tree so that Phyrexians wouldn't get it. And the world tree is so important that, like, it's like reforming itself. And like, why are you having all these super important moments all happening off screen? And then why are we watching Chandra and Nissa tongue bang mango papayas or whatever? Like, what is this? Why did you save Nissa's Phyrexian body for her to throw in a hole? Why doesn't anything make sense? Why is it all garbage? Why is there no continuity? Why do they show Phyrexian professors on the screen and then go, oh, hey, she's not a Phyrexian anymore. She just got better. Ha ha ha. And they all laugh. And it's like, this isn't funny, you fucks. You're the lore people. You're responsible for this. This is like the people who are responsible for keeping a locker full of fucking cold meat, having meat just laying out on the counter and going, hey, look at that meat. It's all fucking spoiled. Ha ha ha. Look at that ruined meat. Look at that shit. Isn't that funny? And just like the three of you to everybody else who wants to fucking buy and consume the meat. Like, check out this fucking rotten meat. Ha! Fuck you guys. Right? That's what that is. They're spitting in our mouths, like straight up. Like straight up telling us to get fucked. Because they're like, nah, son. Nah, we're not going to write it to make sense. Fuck you. She's better. Why? Because fuck you, chump. Did you get involved in the story? That's on you, bitch. You want it to make sense? Fuck you. Give us the money. We work for the company and we don't give a fuck, bro. We're the ones in charge of it. I'm the one who was paid to write the fucking story today. I'm the one who's in charge of the lore. We don't care. Ha ha ha, look, she's just fine. And then you got people who are legitimately giving them way too much slack going, well, the reason they're doing that is because they're going to explain it in the future. No, they're not. They absolutely aren't on this cut-off bullshit set that was never meant to be a set where somebody in marketing went, what if we just took a chunk of this set and sold it as a separate set to try and get more money? Maybe we'd get more hype and make more money because it's not part of the other set. We can just treat it as another release and say it's standard legal. That's all it is. It's fucking DLC magic form where video games figured out, hey, if we just take away this stuff and then make them pay for it, it's the same level. Jaden Ledkin, thanks for the super chat, bro. Jaden, oh shit, you're getting into Sorcery. Good choice, buddy. Good choice. The artwork on it, mwah! And the community seems to be having a good time. They're all positive. It's nice. It's a nice vibe because it's not about fucking being preyed upon. Magic has gotten to the point where Wizards of the Coast gotten to the point where they feel like they're entitled to our money. And they just do greedy, gross things across the company. We've seen their arrogance with Magic 30th anniversary. We've seen it with what they tried to do with the D&D open gaming license. This is endemic to the fucking company, right? Like, it infests all levels of upper management, and they're the ones guiding the fucking ship, and they literally don't give a shit. Like, imagine if you were in charge of fucking taking care of Tinker Toys or whatever. Imagine you were in charge of fucking packs of Jacks, bro. You know those shitty little things that kind of look like caltrops? They're little plastic Magoo star-shaped kind of things and a bouncing ball. And this is the game from like the Dust Bowl, we got to eat our boots, 1920s level, playing in the streets with sticks era, where it's like, we're going to bounce balls. See how many things you can fucking pick up, right? Like, it's... Oh, it tweaks my sack, man. It tweaks my sack. Like, they're just... It's like if you fucking, if you had to produce that shit, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't care about, like, you just be like, okay, did we make enough money selling this stupid kid's toy? That's how the upper level thinks. It's the same difference to them. This is a toy for stupid kids. Who cares? Let's bilk them. Let's bilk the old nostalgic idiots, right? Like, Magic is becoming a full-on fucking scam, bro. Like, it's getting to that level. It's still a fun game, right? Let's be very clear. I have my cube. Magic is still fun to play. Wizards can't really screw that up. They can screw up formats. They can't screw up my cube. They can't get their fucking claws into that shit. Not like Commander, where everything is Commander now. Commander influences the game so much that's why we're having this stupid lore thing. By the way, guys, that stream, this is the big change to Magic. This is the big change. Bunch of Planeswalkers lost their spark because Elspeth took the Sylex out into the Blind Eternities, which wasn't what we were planning originally. That's why we show Elspeth actually sitting down with the Sylex. She didn't hurtle away with it, but they decided since Commander was so effective as a fucking selling agent, and that planeswalkers weren't thematically as understood as they had hoped, that they were going to despark a shitload of planeswalkers and lean heavily into legendary creatures to milk Commander harder. So this whole Magic is changing forever. Yeah, for marketing. Whoop-de-fucking-do. What person ever paid to write lore loved it more than the fans? I would say like authors who write the stories, the original writers of Magic lore. Like, I have every Magic novel ever written. I am a massive Magic lore enthusiast. I have 3 YouTube channels. I have The Historian, I have this channel, and I have Fantasy Geographic, which is almost entirely dedicated to Magic the Gathering lore, with a sprinkling of lore of other games in there. So, like, it doesn't get much more of a lore nut than me unless you find the other ones who are even more hardcore, or like people like Aetherhub, right? Like, because my attention's divided amongst multiple projects. But either way, I'm way into the lore. The novels that they used to get back then were written by competent authors. Now, by fantasy standards across the grand spectrum, if you're going to compete with Wheel of Time, Stormlight Archives, like all kinds of insane level stuff, Magic is mid-tier, barely above mediocre lore. But if you infuse, like, it's a barely above mediocre story, but if you infuse the fact that you love Magic into it, it elevates it to another level, right? So that's really the situation. Hey, what up, Art House? How you doing, buddy? Your stream was fucking baller, bro. If you guys, I fucking told you in my Discord, bitches, just so you know, you should pay attention to being in my Discord, all right? Because there's shit going on sometimes that I will pop in and say, yo, guys, I'm in a live stream right now. So fucking Art House had a Sorcery live stream where he had like a fucking dozen or so artists. We're talking artists that did art for Magic cards. They did Sorcery as well, but obviously most of you are more interested in Magic to begin with. So all these Magic artists just there in his stream. And you would have known if you had been in the Discord, because I popped it in there going, yo, I'm hanging out in this live stream. And I hung out there and I staggered my video release until his live stream was pretty much done, right? Like, originally I'd planned to launch it like right away at 5, but I waited a bit and launched it a little bit later just because it was like, well, first of all, I staggered it hours later because I knew he was going to be doing a live stream. I probably would have staggered it even further out if I had known what kind of live stream, because the biggest mistake he made was not fucking announcing it. That was the biggest pissed away opportunity from the entire thing. But he spends all this time organizing these little fucking windows that boop, boop, bring somebody in. Hey, check it out. Famous fucking Magic artist. Like, straight up, I'm like, yo, is that fucking Drew Tucker? Like, what is this? And then he's just like, he just talks to like, he's like, here's a famous Magic artist. Talks to him for like a minute. Boop, boop, gone. Boop, boop. Another famous Magic artist. Talks to him for like a minute. Gone. Like, one after the other, to the point where I'm like, what the fuck even is this? And I look at the name of the stream and I'm like, bro, you fucking suck dicks at marketing your stream, bro. 100%. Like, you might be good at making contacts with artists, and you're definitely good. Actually, not might be. You're definitely good at it. You got them all to come on the stream, and for most of them, it seemed like they were having a good time. Some of them seemed uncomfortable, you know? But whatever. Like, they're artists, so they don't want to fucking be on a live stream. They're just there to be a part of it, right? So you did a good job. You did a good job overall. You were a good fucking host. You were fucking chill with the people, right? You know? But the name should have mentioned. The name. Forget this shocking whatever. I get you're probably just trying to put a good spin on it. You fucking dropped the ball on that one, man. You should have hyped the hell out of it. It helps you. It helps the game. Come on, man. Come on. Actually, you know what? I can believe that the surprise would be a big thing. I've made a bunch of choices for my creations that are based on my particular tastes. So I'll give you that. That may actually be the case. But either way, it's a fucking huge missed opportunity. Don't feel bad though. I missed tons of opportunities. I look back and go, oh shit, why didn't I milk that? You know what I mean? It's just the nature of the beast. What up, Everyday? How you doing, buddy? Oh, Daniel, Wizards focuses absolutely on Commander. That's the biggest thing. Stop focusing on limited isn't the greatest. Wizards does need to have a pro tour and a progression, right? But like the casual Commander stuff is making them the crazy amount of money. They're fucking pulling it in like hotcakes. So they can keep milking these fuckers. I don't know how much the pro tour and stuff like that, all of it matters. We had multiple years where the pandemic cut it down to nothing, right? So, like, I think it's good for the game, but like a necessity? No, right? Like standard. Standard is important. Standard was a really big deal. Returning to curating standard. And you know what, actually, now that I think about it, Commander's an easy way for them to milk money, but you're right, actually. Focusing on like the limited formats and focusing more on stuff and letting Commander just get its pickings from that is the correct way to go. Absolutely. Because I fucking said originally that Standard was the way that they did everything and they should grow it organically, and that's the same line of thinking. So Commander is an easy way for Wizards to grab cash and a bunch of people play it, but whether it can sustain the game long term, I don't know. Because, yeah, the pandemic, I don't know how much of my thoughts on Standard and Limited and all that are actually 100% in line with the market. You know what I mean? How much can you know how much your personal bias impacts all that stuff too? So, Well, Art House, I mean, for the surprise level, you fucking knocked it out of the park. If that was your goal, you absolutely succeeded. You could see that when you go back through the chat, bro. There's tons and tons of happy people. So, I mean, ultimately, what we really need is, instead of Wizards going, we need a Wizards not focusing on this, we need them focused on this, what we need is them focused on the long-term health of the game. That's it. Long-term health of the game, card quality, that kind of stuff. But there's no reason for them to do it, because to them, they're making a kid's card game, and they can bilk it for however much, right? Mailmaster, there is that. Casual format equals casual interest. And Wizards of the Coast did come out and say, like, we have our thoughts on why Standard is not being played in stores. Do you guys have thoughts? And it's like, yeah, because you guys did everything you could to greedily hog it onto Arena. And then that blew up in your face. And now you're going, why don't you spend all that money on paper Magic? We realized we're not making as much as we thought we were. We were willing to hose the stores during the pandemic, but we want to pretend like we're on their side now. Ah, man. I'm just a bitter old Magic man at this point, eh? That's what it feels like half the time. You just go, come on, man. Guys, can you just stop with the constant greedy nonsense and screw-ups, like, all the time? That stream was so disheartening. Seeing people who are in charge of the lore just the Nasari, it just sucks, man. Like, you know, on one level there's anger, you get frustrated, you get bitter about it, and then on another level there's just throwing your hands up and just going, you know what, whatever, man, fuck you guys, right? Like, it's insane. You're gonna have a fucking PR stream. It's a fucking PR stream meant to get people hyped. You've got your PR manager who doesn't care. He doesn't care. You can fucking hear it. I've never heard him happy or excited about anything. He sounds like the people that I worked at with fucking call centers who have been there forever and were just so fucking beaten down. He's just fucking empty inside. He doesn't care. And you've got the two people who are writing the lore who just, I don't know what the fuck is going on. How the fuck can you care less than me? I'm just a random guy. They just want she got fucking better, man. Oh, like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this? What is this? Why? Why? Why are you writing this fucking crap? Like, in-house writing. And the writer from today, can you tell us what's going on with Johnny? No, I can't because they didn't give me any preparation time for this stream, or they did, and I just don't care enough because they didn't tell me what the stream would be. And the PR manager doesn't give enough of a shit to know any of the products. Blake doesn't even know the fucking products, man. He doesn't know the products. He doesn't know the characters from D&D. He doesn't know the characters from Magic. He doesn't know any of it. When they talk to him about things, he has no fucking understanding. He doesn't even know what to fucking ask about. He asked them about things they don't have fucking answers to. It was so fucking pathetic that he literally had to be like, it might seem like they don't have the answers to stuff, but that's just because some of this will probably be getting answered in the future. Oh, it's maddening. It's maddening. It's maddening. Every set pushes me further from divinity, deeper into the fucking chasm of despair, where I go, what is the point of fucking caring? Why care? Why care? Why care? Why care? Why care? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you burning the goodwill of all your long-term customers? Why can't you fucking help yourself? What the fuck? Why? Why? You want to milk us for nostalgia with shit like the Brothers' War? You want us to go, buy all these cards for the Brothers' War, and then write the story and go, oh yeah, the story, 40% of the Brothers' War story is about Urza's wife who fucking cheated on him. Sorry, come again? And it's like, yeah, this is about Urza's wife who cheated on him. Yeah, what? Yeah, she's a piece of shit. No, actually, Urza's the piece of shit. What? Yeah, no, remember how Urza's mom was a piece of garbage? She wasn't now. She sent him out into the desert to toughen up. She wasn't a gold digger who sent the boys off to die because she's a lady. So now she just sent them off to toughen up. We just changed that part of the story. Oh, and now Thanos is a weak, gross little groveling fucking piece of garbage. And Kayla is like a fucking angry man yelling at him. You're a piece of garbage, fuck you. And it's like, what is this? And Wizards is like, yeah, didn't you know? Kayla was the first black lady to learn magic. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to sell me the Brothers' War nostalgia. And it's like, they're like, yeah, but check it out. Kayla learned how to heat up a rock. Okay. And then she learned that hurt her hand. Okay. And then she learned healing magic. Okay. So she could heal her hand. Okay. And that's why we made a white-red card and 40% of the main story is about her. Doesn't that feel good for your nostalgia? She hates Urza because he sucks. And it's like, what is this? What is going on? You people are fucking crackheads. Like, I'm collecting the Brothers' War set because the cards are great. They totally fit the story, the original story, aside from some few flavor text tweaks where they try, Urza's the villain. No, he's not, assholes. He's the fucking hero. He's the hero. You know who the villains are? You guys. You guys. And the weak crybabies on Twitter who don't understand that the world's not black and white because they're fucking morally weak and stupid. And I detest them so much. Ugh. Oh, exactly, Blue Controller. Why care, man? Doomblade says she wrote the lore. If she doesn't know, then who? Yeah, why? Why? It's insane. It's insane. TJ, the magic lore is killing you inside. I feel you, bro. I feel you. So yeah, where's the care, bro? Like, if they don't care, how are you supposed to? Right? How are you supposed to? It's so obnoxious. Like, it's just... You get invested in something. You're super into it. Like, you want, like, bro, I want to love Magic. I want to love every fucking inch of it, right? So, if you're fucking it up, I'm going to say what I don't like. Fuck you, fix it. Do a better job. You're a billion-dollar company. This is a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. It shouldn't be readily apparent to anybody with a brain, these gigantic fucking holes in your story. Seriously. There's no fucking excuse for it. And there's just people, hey, shut up about it. Don't talk about it. You seem angry about it. Shut the fuck up Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. I need to mow. You need to stop. No, you need to leave, idiot. If you don't fucking feel the same way I do, and it bothers you that I feel this way, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit, asshole. I didn't ask your fucking opinion. At the end of my video, did I go, hey, dumb fuck, tell me what you think? No, I didn't, because I don't give a shit. I put out the video so you can hear my opinion, not so I can hear yours. Fuck you, right? That's the deal. I don't give a shit. I ain't happy with the lore. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Unlike Wizards, I'm not a $1 billion company. I don't have to put up with ignorant little fucking dipshits. So you can go get fucked, son. Right? That's it. It's so annoying to have people fucking defending a gigantic corporation that's absolutely just shitting on us, bro. Like they want to charge us more and more money for the fucking same products they've already sold us. Like Commander Masters, where they go, hey, it's a bunch of reprints. Oh, so you didn't spend any money on the card design? No. And almost all the art you already paid for? Yeah. So this is a super cheap set to make. Yep, sure is. So you're gonna sell this at like a discount? No, of course not. Why would we do that? We're not gonna give that to the customers. Oh, so you're just gonna sell it at like regular prices? Oh no, this is a premium product. You have to pay double or triple the price for. And it's like, care to tell me why? Well, it's not the secondary market because we don't acknowledge the secondary market. Okay, so why? Oh, they're fun reprints. No, yeah, it cost you less money to make this. So why does this product cost more? It's definitely not because of the secondary market. Right? So it's all about the secondary market. They have to have people behind the scenes calculating amounts of money that are allowed to go into the set. And the best way to milk the fucking secondary market money out. That's it. That's exactly what they're fucking doing. It's the reprint sets are absolutely the biggest fucking scam. The biggest scam. It's fucking crazy. Like they don't even, like, Rosewater doesn't even try and fucking hide it anymore. Back when it was like Iconic Masters or whatever, that had Imperial Recruiter. Somebody asked Rosewater, why is Imperial Recruiter mythic? Rosewater said scarcity. Just intentional scarcity. They're intentional, like, there's a certain level of intentional scarcity that goes into random boosters, right? I get that. I like random boosters. I like blind boxes. But it goes so far beyond, like, they just stack the deck in every possible way, and they're jacking up the price for no reason other than they want more money for the shareholders. And every year, it has to be more money. Every year, the line has to go up. That is how this corporation world works. So you go, boom. Hasbro says Wizard of the Coast has to keep churning up profits. They promised they were going to increase profits by 50%. Hasbro promised they were going to increase profits by 50% in 2 fucking years, and 1/3 of everything they get comes from Wizards of the Coast. It's not hard to see the fucking writing on the wall, man. Like, for real. They're cutting costs. They're fucking boosting as much production as possible. And they're fucking cranking prices in every conceivable way. In every conceivable way. Look at how rushed Aftermath was. They have to spend the extra money to put stickers on the bundles. You know that means they're jacking up the price of something further down the line this year. That's how this works. Everything gets passed off to us. Everything. No increase in expenses ever gets passed on to Wizards. It's all us, guys. That's how it works. Fitch! Jeffrey Fitch with the membership action. Hell yeah, bro! So yeah, it aggravates me to no end. And to see dickheads come in and defend Wizards drives me fucking crazy, right? Like, the slow progression of all this stuff. You have literal articles from the past where they're like, well, we wouldn't even create some extra special rarities because that would make things more difficult for people to collect and make them more expensive. And then they introduce mythic rares and they're like, mythic rarity is just for big wow goofy rares. It'll never be used for important rares or lands. And then all of a sudden, hey, you guys want to tell us why Cavern of Souls is a mythic rare land? Oh yeah, it's super important and people really need it and we need to gouge the fuck out of you. We could make these cards accessible, but fuck you. That's it. That's it. There's no excuse for it at all. At all. Tons of other card games like, yeah, well, here you go. You want the cards? You want the cards? Like, what do Pokemon and fucking Yu-Gi-Oh do? If I'm not mistaken, I don't play those games, but from what I've heard, if they'll just print everything into the ground and not even give a shit. Like, hey, is this super hype rare? Everybody wants it? Awesome. It's in a $20 tin. Everybody can have one, right? Where Wizards like, do we make this hype card that everybody likes? Fucking put it in a secret layer by itself with like 2 tokens for $80, bro. We'll call it the Butthole Stretcher secret layer. And also slate it to go on the list like 4 months later. What? Yeah. Make a list version too. The fuck are we doing? We're fucking them. That's what we're doing. You know? It's brutal. It's fucking brutal. It's not about getting cards into your hand at all. Right? Everything is calculated. Look at Concordant Crossroads. They did that double fucking whammy where they put in the secret layer, Concordant Crossroads. Wow, Concordant Crossroads. Holy shit, the first time Concordant Crossroads has ever been reprinted. Get your secret layer. Lock in. Don't miss out, boys. Don't miss out. Lock in. Get that secret layer. Wow, wow, wow. Concordant Crossroads. Fucking next set comes out. What's in it? Concordant Crossroads. Why? That is the fucking reprint equity double dip. They do that because they know that Concordant Crossroads is going to crater and never fucking recover secondary market-wise. So they go bang, bang like that and get all the money they can ever get out of it because it's only worth what it's worth because it was super, super fucking scarce and not because an enchant world that gives everybody haste is insanely broken. Right? So, oi. Oi. Millmaster, you can't have a school if you don't have anybody boarding there. Where are your students? So yeah, man. It's pretty fucking obnoxious. It's pretty obnoxious what's going on with Magic overall. Like, what are you gonna do? I get it. I get in one way I'm a fucking weirdo. People who are like, why don't you just fucking leave or just switch to proxies? I'm like, I tried switching to proxies around Magic 30. Didn't work for me, right? I was like, I still like the real cards. I don't like the company. I hate what they do. I like Magic cards. People are like, why are you around? That's why I'm around. I still like the game. I like playing Magic with my friends. I have a good time with it. That's probably part of the reason I get so fucking frustrated. It's like, bro, don't fuck up this game that I love playing with my friends. Don't ruin my favorite thing. That's it. Don't ruin my favorite thing, you fucks. Like, I don't know how to make it more obvious that it's my favorite thing. I have multiple fucking channels dedicated. Like, people, you hate Magic, quit it. It's like, I have a lore channel. That all it is enjoying Magic lore. I have tons of videos like of me opening Magic and enjoying it, and I still do enjoying Magic videos on this channel. I'm trying so fucking hard. Beano membership message. They double. I misspoke, but it fits. They double dipped the Mark Poole bird also. Yep. They might have even triple dipped it. How did Nahiri get healed? She woke up and plucked all the metal out of her because you can just do that apparently. And then, I don't know, because all I could think about was drinking bleach, bro. My brain just started to go, oh, why? Am I in limbo? Is that what this is? Like, I just want to fucking make videos and entertain people and have a good time. And I just want to enjoy Magic lore. Like, people don't fucking get it, bro. I love Magic lore so much that I started having a problem where the Magic lore videos I was doing on this channel were getting buried. Because I would make all these videos talking about what's going on currently with Magic, right? And, what am I trying to say here? I lost the thread of it. So these lore videos, that's right. These lore videos end up struggling because they're buried. They come out once a week, and then there's 6. This is what's going on with Magic videos. And people don't care about the old lore compared to that stuff. So they weren't watching it nearly as much. So that was dragging on everything. And YouTube was just like, ever considered making a separate channel for this stuff? And I was like, that's not a terrible suggestion, actually. So I said, screw it. We'll put the lore off on its side, and we'll see if it can do on its own, sink or swim, right? So I toss it over to the side and give it its own channel, Fantasy Geographic, and sure enough, it's doing great on its own. Over there, it's all good times. The worst thing you'll see over there is people complaining they don't like my interpretation when I do like an interpretation style video or whatever, but that's it, right? So I'm having just good times over there, but it's getting harder and harder with Wizards hose bagging the lore like this too. So I just want to enjoy myself, share enthusiasm, and have a good time. And there's a bunch of people who wouldn't believe that from watching my other channel, and I can't blame them because so much bad is going on, and I'm a bitter boy. Staffornal, I'm one of the most entertaining people on YouTube to you. Don't sell myself short. Well, thanks, man. That's nice of you to say. I appreciate the kind words. I definitely do sell myself short. I'll tell you, when it comes to this stuff right here, all of it, I feel... Do you ever heard of imposter syndrome? Absolutely feel imposter syndrome. People are like, you have a big presence. And I'm like, I'm a fucking nobody, dude. You know, like... It's fucking weirder when people do it in person too, especially people I know, you know, like I went out with a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a long time because she hit me up and was like, yo, I'm going through a hard time and I thought it'd be cool if we could hang out and talk. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'll come hang out and talk. No worries. Right. So I went and hung out with her. And then like at a certain point, I just started talking about what's going on with the channel because we're talking about like streaming because she had been doing a little bit of it or whatever, all this stuff. Right. And then she like realized what my channel was and she's just like, oh no, you're like important, doing important stuff. And I'm like, I'm the same random jackass I've always been. Don't even like, she's like, oh, I can't believe you're taking time. I'm like, taking time? What are you talking about? Stop it. It's weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just the same jackass hatcher I've always been. So I reside in a level of imposter syndrome. When I get treated, it's like, nah, I'm just some guy, dude. I'm just some guy. Like, look at my intros and shit. I don't have fancy graphics, impressive shit. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just some guy. That's the way it should be, right? Daniel Rains, making it rain. Yay, yay, yay. Thanks, buddy. Oh, the pounding it devil style. All right, you're the new lord of the board. Glistening oil and Phyrexian eyes can fade like a cold. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, OG. There's no consistency, which is frustrating. It's frustrating when you pay attention from one story piece to another and just go, I don't understand. You showed me this is it. You show me how your world works. Now continue to have it work that way, please. Do you know what I mean? You set the rules. I'll go by whatever rules you set. But once you set those rules, you need to abide by them. So any deviation needs to be explained within the world you've created. Otherwise, it's the worst. It's the worst. Hey, Daniel, buddy. Thanks for saying I'm funny and knowledgeable. No need for imposter syndrome. Thanks. It's something I'm working on. I'm working on when my mind thinks these thoughts, I tend to just go, well, here's real world evidence that you're wrong. But I'll tell you a little secret. I got fucking really powerful imaginative mind, right? Like I'm smart and creative, which is super helpful, right? But at the same time, it's like a Link shadow battle. So when I'm against my own mind, we're like equally matched, but it has the advantage that its blade is coated in doubt. So the more it whacks against my shield, it's kind of like, maybe you're right, Shadow Link. Maybe I'm, that kind of shit. So, but you recognize it and whatever. Everybody's got their things. Oh, boo-hoo me. Boo-hoo the YouTuber, man. You have imposter syndrome over the fun shit you get to do. Let me get a little fiddle and diddle-diddle for you. Oh, Millmaster, you're right. Sorry, Daniel, I put your name on the board. I was too obsessed with I was so pleased over that making it rains thing that I forgot to update the number. Talking about the devil stuff too. Cactus, what's up, buddy? Thanks for the nice words, bro. Oh, gee, some guy, but some guy I'll never be. Well, you can't be anybody but you, and you shouldn't want to be, man. Everybody gets to be themselves, which is fucking sick. Yen says, this Hatcher guy is much cooler than that Magic Historian Square. Yo, Yen! Bro, thanks for hopping on my Patreon. I saw that. Those little moments, those are the they're feel-good moments. When your fucking phone just goes, bing, you look and there's an email and it's like, hey, somebody join the Patreon. They like what I do. That dog keep doing this, bro. Somebody messaged me on Twitter and was like, please never stop creating. I'm like, bro, they'll have to fucking kill me to stop me. Like, this is what I fucking live for. Making content, live streaming. I don't really like the word content very much because it feels kind of empty. I like to make people laugh, tops. Tops is laughing. Entertaining, like in other forms, storytelling, all that is great too. Anything like that. Content is kind of an empty word. So I don't think of myself as a content creator. I think of myself as a comedian / storyteller, entertainer kind of guy, right? So, yeah. Yeah. When will Magic get holograms like Yu-Gi-Oh! Revics? I don't know. I feel like they're going to try every gimmick under the sun, so give it time, right? Like, they're trying the one gimmick that looks terrible, those coin alt arts are very difficult to distinguish from each other when you're just staring at the board state. The in the field journalist, yeah, I thought that was fun. I was like, I'm going to go to a guy in the field. And at first it was just going to be like, I'm just cutting to myself, and in the field is just as a reporter. But then I was like, what if the in the field reporter is literally just standing in a field for no reason? Like, that shit is funny to me. And the fact that I'm doing that, and like, you may have noticed that I've been doing more silly skit kind of goofy ass shit in more videos recently. And it's because I'm feeling like that's just what I'm craving. Right? It sometimes comes in waves, but I want to start doing some ridiculous shit here on this channel more. I got a lot of stuff that I want to do. Like, I keep teasing y'all with this motherfucking thing. We'll be getting deep into this box at a certain point, but I don't know if there is a dry, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I feel like there's something going on where maybe my mouth is just a little bit extra dry and the skin is just sticking to part of my tooth or something, but it feels a little bit weird. So when I'm talking, every once in a while, there's just this tiniest little bit of it feels like my lips not moving fast enough or whatever else it is. And you end up with just your brain focusing on it the same way that you kind of focus on when you got a little hole in your tooth or something like that, right? Open the can to get a Wonka bar. It's good. It's definitely going to get opened. It's definitely going to get opened. I'm just going to do it with Carly when we're both like, this is something that has been built up enough that I'm not just going to do it as a throwaway, crack it in a live stream. I'm going to record a down the hatch video. We haven't done one of those in a while. I actually have footage for like an A&W Ringer review. I have footage, somewhat crappy, but footage for a couple of different blogs and stuff. Like, I probably got stuff for maybe 4 or 5 videos. Beaumont, you'll be long dead in the cold ground before the candy box get open. Nah, it's happening sooner rather than later. It's on the list. It's gonna happen for sure. For sure. 3-1, is Patreon a better way to support me? All ways of supporting me are awesome. So whichever way you want, right? Like, everybody has different wants. Some people want to be in the end scroll. Some people like having like the shield or whatever. Every way makes me happy. You feel me? It's just, they're all just little indicators of this is how much somebody likes your stuff, right? Like, it's that next level. There's not that many people who even like my stuff on that level. So it's very, very gratifying regardless of the way that it occurs. Dave Inspiration says 5 Americana buckaroos. Don't spend it all in one place or on Jar Girl. I'm going to spend it all in one place on Jar Jar Binks, and Misa won't be sorry. And I'm not sorry for saying that either. Millmaster, mind your grandma, son. To a blind draw? What do you mean? Oh, like, okay, yeah, no, I think I understand what you're talking about. Maybe you might be onto like if, yeah, if one of us gets things that the other doesn't know what they are, and then the other one like eats them without knowing what they are, kind of thing, right? Something like that. Imperium. Oh, bro. You mean like when you eat the peanuts and like one shard finds that exact right spot on your tooth and is like bing, like you're playing fucking pinball and you just hit the light up. What up, Metazul? How you doing? Fulgore, what's going on? How's life treating you? Alan the Kraken, what's going on, man? Did you have fun with your sorcery stuff, bro? Test his blood. Look, man, I'm not interested in drawing blood for you people, okay? So that's not going to happen. Daniel, any more sorcery openings coming up? Anything is possible in the future. Right now, there's nothing on the agenda. I'm guessing, I mean, first of all, because they just did their alpha release this weekend, right? So you've got that, plus all the products accounted for, I imagine. And I'm maybe when they release their first set or beta or something like that, maybe they'll be like, hey, do you want to be a part of whatever? And we'll talk about that and see what happens. But for the time being, that sorcery box was the under wrap sorcery content I had coming. So that's done. I do have another under wraps game that will be en route to me. Actually, two. Two are en route. One is sent by a fan and one is a sponsorship. So we've got more games to be talking about. Clark, what's going on, bro? Any MetaZoo stuff coming in? It's entirely possible. MetaZoo sends me things on occasion, but I never know what's coming from them or when. The last thing that showed up was the two, what's it called? Why can't I think of the name right now? Native. The two native spoiler packs. I've got them like... Yeah, I got them up there. So I did that native spoiler pack opening on this channel. So that was the last thing that I got sent by them. James P. want the snack hat. The snack hat is a fucking classic. I have to admit, man. It is that was a very good video. That was a very good video. Clark, unemployed. Oh, we're gonna set you to digging ditches then. We're gonna set you to digging ditches and putting stakes in them. No, I never heard of that. OG, not at all. There's like a million things I haven't heard of. Like Aether Hub reached out to me and was like, yo, you want to come to Vegas to do something with Battle Spirits? And I was just like, I don't even know what that is, bro. I don't have my passport, so I can't come. Like 2 days notice, I can't really be part of that promotional campaign. So I didn't even know what the hell that was. And then like now, actually, yeah, today, Aether Hub hit me up and he's like, yo, so what's up with this fucking sorcery game? Well, he doesn't swear, so he didn't say that part. But, you know, whatever, paraphrasing. He's like, so what's up with this sorcery game? And I told him, like, this is a fucking dope new game, bro. And he's like, is it like in LGS's? Or like, why haven't I heard about this? And I'm like, because it was like Kickstarter, and it just got launched now. So, like, I think my video is one of the biggest on it already, which is, that shows you that there's really not that much out there on it yet. So there's like a million games and a million things going on. And for real, I got contacted over the years by a number of different like sponsors and things like that. But I mostly just ignored that and left that to the side because I didn't want to deal with it. And then I started opening myself up to more sponsorships. And now I'm willing to talk to like card games and things like that and other sponsorships depending. Like there's this, I think the guy is it HelloFresh? Wait, do I not have money? I don't know. I don't know what company is it. I probably shouldn't say anyways. It isn't HelloFresh. Maybe it is. I don't know. I thought up. I've been given. Sometimes I get like emails from a sponsorship, like, "Hey, we're thinking about doing a sponsorship with you," and I just think up a funny way of advertising for them and go, "Oh, I could totally make that work in my video," you know. But it's not something I spend a lot of time on, and I get a ton of the emails, and I assume a bunch of them are fucking scams and shit. So I just kind of ignore most of them. Daniel, if I showed up for that Battle Spirit game, I would have looked like a Wizards employee. Let me ask you a question, bro. Genuinely. Do I have a fucking script for these streams? I want you to you take your brain, picture me on that stream, right? Picture me on a stream where I don't know about something. You think that I can't make it entertaining? I don't need to know shit to make things entertaining. Also, you think that I can't learn a fucking ton about a card game in 2 fucking days? Come on, man. You'd be fucking surprised. I'd know enough to be able to engage in a conversation and fucking charm my way through everything. They would be happy with their interaction. They'd be like, I can't believe you're here. And trust me, it would be all good. I wouldn't look like the Wizard of the Coast employee. I'd be making them look good and they'd be happily paying my ass. I'm a fucking hell of a lot of fun. Let me tell you that right now. You think this shit is fun? You should see me in person. It's even better. Millmaster, will I advertise for the boarding school? You fucking pay me enough, you goddamn right I will. Hand over that cash. Let's get this out of the way. Let's advertise it right now. Imperium, yeah, they got people set up with like almost little booths on the street downtown with like religious pamphlets and stuff. And it's not for me, but my brain just goes, there's a lot of homeless people and stuff down here. So if these people like, if your life is rough, religion can help you, then okay, cool, man. Knock yourself out. Do your thing. Do your thing, right? That's how I look at it. It ain't for me, boy. Maybe it's for him, That's cool. Alan, equity? Oh my God, no, of course not. Alan, a lot of the reason that like sponsorships, like I ignored a lot of the emails were because they just feel like fucking dead ends. You realize people are trying to fucking scam you or just get you to like work for free or pay them. I had one fucking company being like, we want you to review our game chair. And I'm like, oh, that's neat. How does that work? And it's like, we send you the game chair, you do a video on it, you pay $50 in shipping and handling. And I'm like, I gotta pay $50 to make this video? I can't even afford that. No, fuck this. Like, that's, I don't get like amazing. The thing about sponsors is they don't come in offering you good shit. Almost never are they direct with you. They all want to play the hidden information game where they want to find out if they can just tell us what you want so we can offer you less or whatever it is. Like it's a bunch of it just sucks. The people at the Potamajigs people, the Cubamajigs people, they were beautiful. I didn't even know what I was doing. I got contacted by them and it was like, dear Magic Historian team. Again, the imposter syndrome. It was just like, team? I'm one dude. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's what I said to the guy. I was like, sorry, man, I don't have a team. I'm just a guy. And I don't have, like, rates. I don't have nothing to give you. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't even know how to respond to this. Like, your product looks cool, but I don't even know what to do here. And so he basically just fucking took my hand and like baby walked me through the entire process, straight up even making the offer cash-wise, which nobody fucking does. They all just like, well, we just want to know your rates and your odds and all this stuff. They want all of the information and they want to give you no information so they can fucking grind you depending on who it is, right? So it's like, that's why I stay out. It's just a bunch of people trying to fuck my butt, bro. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm not going to let you have my hole. Like, it's not going to happen. What up, Petri? Kraken, yeah, exactly. You get product for videos and you don't have to pay for fucking shipping and stuff. You just get the stuff sent out. That's nice. That is a nice thing. Millmaster, you use Cubamajig? Nice, man. I got like 5 boxes of them right up here. Nah, Clark, I don't even bother. Why bother? Anybody who fucking plays the games, if it seems like it's gonna be a hassle, I don't even bother. I've been like, the worst thing are the corporate meetings. They're the worst. Like the worst. They're all the same. Click, click. Hello? Hi. Hi. Huh. How you doing? I'm having an all right day. Okay. Thanks for meeting with me. I'm a big fan of everything that you do. Your work is really good, and I think that everything we do together is going to be really good, and I can't wait to work together, and it's going to be so good because you're so good, and I respect everything you do, and you're a big voice, and we respect what you do, and it's real good, and it's real good, and we're real good, and we respect what we do, and you're going to respect what we do, and everyone's going to love it, and we're real good, and I'm like, okay, 5 minutes of sucking my dick. 5 minutes of sucking your own dick. This is 10 minutes of my life that I just wasted. I don't need this. I don't fucking need this. I don't need this. What do you want? What? And then they just get to what it is. And you're just like, either, yeah, I can work with it or I can't. And you're like, we didn't need this meeting. Like, you fucking suck. This doesn't make me want to work with your company. This is fucking uncomfortable. You're awkward and stilted, and we could have done this by email. If you think it's more convincing for you to fucking do your 5-minute pitch about your company, I wouldn't be fucking talking to you. I already know who the fuck you are. I don't need you to tell me this, you know? It's crazy. Hey, what up, Simon? How you doing, buddy? So, it's obnoxious. Like fucking TCG Player, buddy, what was his name? Casey. Casey contacted me from TCG Player. Fucking loved him. He was great. He was awesome. He was like, yo, I want to talk to you about becoming like an affiliate with TCG Player. And I was like, okay, but I don't like talking on the phone, like at all. I don't want to do a phone call at all. So can you tell me in the email what it is you want to do? And he sent me an email telling me what he wanted to do. And I responded back saying, I want to make sure this is my understanding. And he said, your understanding is correct. And I said, perfect, let's fucking do it. And then we just, boom, now I'm a fucking TCG Player affiliate. Great. And then we had one corporate meeting 3 months in where he called me up, and I only took it because Casey was chill. And the first time, like, when we were talking, he starts to fucking blow smoke up my ass. And I'm like, it's all good, bro. You don't got to suck my dick. You don't got to suck your company's dick. And you definitely don't got to fucking lie to me. When he's like, our first priority is making you money. And I'm like, no, it's not. Your company's not fucking paying you for you to make me money. Your company's priority is for it to make money. And that's fucking fine. I don't need to be lied to. I didn't say lied. I'm like, you don't need to glad handle me, bro. This is all good. I fucking get it. And so I just kept like, he had this corporate shit he would keep saying, and I just cut through it again and again. And he's making these suggestions, and I'm like, I ain't doing any of that. Like, none of it. Every time they did that with Teespring as well. The Teespring lady contacted me, and she's like, hey, we noticed that you've done pretty good with Teespring, and I've been assigned to help you take your Teespring to the next level. So can you give me an idea of how you go about your merch? And I'm like, oh, yeah, basically, like, I don't give a shit about promoting my merch at all. I have a merch link just in case people want it. Every once in a while, I'll wear a shirt or make a crack about it, and then sometimes people grab it. But I legitimately don't give a shit about any of this. And then she just responded back with, it sounds like you have your perfect strategy. And I was just like, this is, like, I loved that. I was like, holy shit, you're amazing. Like, you literally just, okay, these are the things I can do for somebody. You don't need any of it, because I told her, I'm like, I tried samples. We don't need any of that. None of this works. And so she was just like, yeah, it sounds like you've got everything sorted. And I'm like, yay. Just trying to force more corporate crap down my throat. This is great. There's one company that I may do a video on. I'm praying they come back a third time, because I've been through this with them twice. They're insane. They contacted me about reviewing a product of theirs, right? Like, they wanted me to review one of their products. And I said, like, okay, yeah, sure, we can do a product review. Like, you can send me out a product. And they were like, hey, can we send you out this product and you'll do a video or post about it? And I said, yeah, you can send it out and I'll do a post about it. Because it was just like, I'm not going to do a video on what it was, basically. And they're like, yo, you'll do a video on this if we send it out? And I was like, no, you asked video or post. And I said post. I'll do a post. If you want me to do a video, you're gonna have to pay me if you wanted me to do a video review on this. And then they're just like, whoa, we wanna like grow with you, but let's just take this one step at a time. What if we just send you the product and you just post to review it. And I'm like, yeah, sure, we can do that. After like 4 fucking emails. And this is the second time. The first time this company contacted me, they just kept trying to get me into fucking meetings. Like, they were like, hey, we want to work with you. And like, I get one email from a dude and it's CC'd to like 3 other dudes. And this guy gets me on the hook, and then he's supposed to hand me off to some other guy who just keeps trying to set up a meeting. And I explained to him, I don't want to do a meeting. I need you to explain to me in this email what it is you guys want from me. Because when you first contacted me, the whole thing, the whole exchange starts out insane. And I want you to understand, this is a real company. This isn't a scam. This is a real fucking company that exists. They're real. They're real. I've seen their products in stores even. They're real. So they contact me and say, hey, let us know how we can work with you. And I'm like, this is the fucking strangest way to start a conversation with me. Let us know how we can work with you. Everybody who's asked me for something knows what they want. They want a particular video. They want something. Tell us how we can work with you. And I'm like, well, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for a product review? Like, what are we looking for here? Kind of thing. Like, I'm asking them. I asked the guy, and he hands me off to somebody else who's trying to set up a meeting. And I said, I'm trying to understand what's going on. Are you hiring me to advertise for your channel? Are you hiring me to think up ideas for your advertising campaign? I just need to understand what you're looking for. And it's like, okay, no problem. We can set up a meeting so I can explain to you. And I'm like, no, as I explained, I don't want to take a meeting. I literally just need you to explain to me what it is you're looking to do. All right, no problem. We can set up a meeting. Like, it was, everything I said was just turned back into like talking to almost somebody else who was trying to schedule a meeting, and it just kept going on. And I was like, what is this? What is this? It was crazy. And then they came back a year later. And at first, when I got the email, I was like, he was like, hey, we'd like to work with you. And I just laughed. I'm like, I would love to work with your company. What are you looking to do? And that's when we started talking about the post and everything. And I'm like, it's just a post, not a video. And oh no, we want to grow with you, and all this other insanity where it started to get so ridiculous that all they were going to do was send me out a product for review. Now, I want you to understand something. I've never signed a contract with any company, any of them. None. Not a single one. Not a single one. Every company that I've done anything with has basically just been emails back and forth to agree on the specifics. And some of the bigger ones, like for example, Ridge, they do this enough that they have their own payment portals. So when you're done, you just log your information and the payment's handled automatically. But a lot of the sponsorships is like just straight up like you're dealing with people directly, right? So I've never had anything even remotely like this. Like we're signing a contract thing, and you would think like, no, it's the contract's going to be, I've heard about this. That's I'm sending you a malicious link. It's not. This is the real company. They were just wanted me to sign an e-contract that I was agreeing to review. It's this insane shit where I'm like, maybe the employees get paid per e-contract and that's why it had to be done that way. But the e-contract kept getting mentioned, and I felt like I was going insane because originally I agreed to do the review. I'm like, yeah, let them send me the product. Like, I want it now. Send me the product. I don't know if the review is going to go the way you guys want, but send me the product, right? They're like, you're agreeing to do a positive. I'm like, no, I'm agreeing to do an honest review, not a whatever, right? Like, it's like, yeah, and it takes a little bit to hear from them back when I'm saying I'm going to do a fucking honest one. And then it's like, we just want to hear your opinions. And it's like, yeah, you're not fucking buying me like as a fucking pitch man, dickhead. You're not even fucking paying me. What's the matter with you? You're sending me this thing to review. You fucking like, oh. Anyways, these people are ridiculous. So I've given them my address, and I'm dealing with this one dude again and again for this part of it. I've given him my address. I gave him my name. He's got my email address, and he's sending me emails going, I need all this information for the e-contract. My name, my address, my email address. And I just looked at it and went, all right. You know what? I've written big, lengthy emails to these people. We're going the reverse way now. I'm going mega dumb. Like mega dumb. So this huge thing asking for all of this stuff, bottom thing was the email. So I went, my email is, and just said themagichistorian@gmail.com. And that's all I responded to that with. And from that point on, every single email I responded back with just like he responded back with, I'm glad we have your, like, I'm glad we have the right email. We need this other information for this. And I'm like, I'm glad you have the email too. I look forward to it arriving. Thank you. And so it just kept doing that. I just kept doing it over and over and over until he gave up. And I legitimately said to Carly, I'm not going to say the guy's name because I'm keeping all this under wraps in case I ever do the video. But it's like, dear blank, I'm sorry. Like, that would be the name of the video. Because if the guy working at the company, it's not your fault you work for a terrible company. This isn't your fault. But I had to do it to you at that point. I had no choice. But I want them to come back. Because I've seen their garbage products now, like, out in the wild. And I realize that they are a shit tier product. So I want to do business with them in some capacity. I want to do something with them. Be like, send it out for an honest review. And then I'll be like, now I can give my honest opinion. And I'm going to get payment from them for it. I'll be like, you have to pay me. That's the deal. So I'm going to try and get this company to pay me while I fucking tell the truth about them, which is that they're a shit company you shouldn't buy products from. And as long as I fucking set it up in the right way, they can't do shit to me. And they got to pay. I'll make sure they fucking pay me in advance. I legit want to do that to them. There's nothing. That's not illegal. It's not illegal to fucking go, hey, I want to do an honest review for a company that I don't like. I hope they're fucking stupid and unorganized enough to fucking pay me. And guess what? I'm going to leave this live stream up. There's no chance in a million years they'll ever fucking see it or know about it. And there's every chance that these dumb motherfuckers will come back. Daniel, yeah, exactly. Let's have a meeting, set up the next meeting. Meetings are the worst, man. Meetings are the worst. Like, bro, Eric from Sorcery handled it super right with me, bro. The way that I like it. He just sent me a fucking super chill email going, yo, somebody said that you might like fucking Sorcery. And I want, again, paraphrasing, he doesn't talk like that. Somebody said you might like to check out Sorcery. What do you think? You want to do a sponsored video? And I said, no, I don't want to do a sponsored video. But I do want to check out your game. So hook me up with some of your game. I'll check it out. We don't got to worry about doing any kind of sponsored video or nothing. And then he sent me some decks. That's it. And that's all. That was going to be the whole thing. Tried it out. It was like, yo, this game's fucking cool. I like this. This is fun, right? This is fun. And then Carly liked it too. I'm like, good sign, good sign. And then out of the blue, Eric made the very fucking smart move to contact me and go, I'm just reaching out because, like, here's what happened. I did live streams on Sorcery, but the shit was blurry. And I thought Sorcery was good enough that it deserved to be shown in a proper video. So I gave it a proper video on the channel. But that video wasn't out. So Eric hit me up and was like, yo, I noticed that you took the live stream down. I thought you liked the game, but it seems like that might not be the case. I just want to double check. Anyways, I just wanted to ask again if you might be interested in doing a sponsored box opening. And that was the right thing to ask, because guess what? Now I play the game. Now I like the game. Now I'm like, yeah, I want that fucking booster box. Yeah, I want those cards. So it was just like, I went from like, I don't want to do a sponsored opening to, Wizards of the Coast are dickheads right now. I really like your game. There's no reason I can't do sponsored videos like this on the Historian. The rules are shifting. So I said, fuck it. Let's do it. And that probably won't be the last video of that nature. Depending on how things go. Oh, gee, if you find a garbage product and you buy it somewhere, you can just return it for your money back. So I'm not really worried about that part of it. You know what I mean? Clark, if somebody sent me an email that said, I think you'll like this fucking game, the chances of me opening that would catch my eye so quickly. I'd be like, yo, what? You know what I mean? All the emails I get are all like generic, slated for people's business. It's very, very obvious that the people who are they're all the same. I love your channel. I love everything you do. They don't know who the fuck I am, like, at all, right? Eric is legit. Bino, bro, I know. You want to know something? I'll tell you a little something since you love sorcery so much, bro. I got sorceries back. Here's how much I got sorceries back. I was talking, I'm not going to talk about the exact specifics of it, but like basically I was talking with I'm going to call him fucking Lemon. I was talking with Lemon over at Sorcery, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put your videos in the rotation for Sorcery if you're down with that." And I'm like, "Cool, yeah, we can do that." And then he's like, "All right." And then after looking over all that and figuring out some other stuff, I'm like, yo, there's a big problem you're going to run into down the line. I guarantee you this is going to be a problem. And I actually spent the time to like essentially Photoshop images and go, this is what's going to happen in the future if you're not like, this is what will happen. You have to make changes kind of thing. Like literally, I was insistent. I'm like, I said it to, he was like, thanks, man. Well, thanks for bringing that up. We'll discuss it. And I was like, yo, no, you don't get this, man. I ain't talking for my health here, son. Or no, it's like, I didn't type all this for my health, bro. I went out of my way to make these pictures to illustrate to you that this is going to happen. It's a matter of when, not if. Like, bad things will happen for your company if you don't tighten this right up. And I just said, what you need to do is like, you guys were small and now you're going out into the world. So whenever you're doing anything that's external from your company, you need to always ask yourself, how can people fuck us? How do we stop it from happening? That's what you need to do. I said, you can't give people blind access to your butthole. Some people will fuck it. That was literally the quote. So I went and like, I emphatically explained to him, like, bro, you need to make these changes for the protection of your company so that you don't run into problems down the road. Because I give a shit. Because I care. Alan, you got sent stuff with no conditions? Nice. I got sent stuff with conditions that I stipulated. You know what I mean? Like Eric came to me and I just said, I want you to fucking send me these decks. So he basically did exactly what I wanted. I was like, send me decks. I'll look at them in a live stream. Because that's what I felt like doing. And then I looked at them in a live stream and went, oh, this game's like fucking better than I thought it was going to be overall. Like it looked all right, but it's better. So it deserves better. And we went from there, right? So yeah, you get different restrictions with different groups depending on what you got going on, right? Some, like, I thought the Ridge Wallet ad placement was a lot of fun because they had a whole list of do's and don'ts kind of thing, and they were all reasonable, but like none of my ad placements usually have any fucking restrictions or anything. They barely ask me to do anything. They're just like, bro, we just want you to do this your own way. And I think that's the smartest way to do it, because then I'll fuck around and make something goofy and have fun with it. But yeah, most of the time there aren't any restrictions. Ridge Wallet had like this is what we want. There weren't don'ts. It was all do's or whatever. But I mean, you could tell they were cloaked don'ts. And then they had particular things, like they wanted to see their link twice and whatever. It's all just like, it was like a checklist from a video game. So it was fun in one way. It was easy to figure out, yo, I'm missing this, boom, boom. And in terms of like, you've got X number of seconds to fill for this ad spot. When they go, we want this, this, and this, you go, well, I got to spend this much, like, that's going to fill this much time. When it's like, we want a 30-second ad spot. And we insist you use at least 3 seconds of B-roll. And it's like, I had to be like, the hell's B-roll? And they're like, oh, B-roll, like in movies, on like TVs and stuff. So they have like their own footage and like put that in. So I was like, that's neat. I'm like, so you want me to do a spot, but you're like, do a 30-second spot and you're just going to give me like 10% of those seconds? Actually, the hardest part for me is getting down to 30 seconds. A secret for advertisers. Anybody who wants to fucking advertise with my channel. Instead of asking for like a minute-long ad, just ask for a 30-second ad. You will get a minute-long ad because there's no way I can only do it in 30 seconds, but you only have to pay for 30 seconds because I'll include the rest as a bonus. That's how it's going every time. I can't do 30 seconds, man. I got too much to fucking say. I got too much to say. Hey, Bowler, thanks, man. That's nice of you to say. how long did it take to devise, write, and record that amazing sorcery intro? I like from the get-go, I knew that I was going to change the intro. But originally the plan was to actually get dressed up in the garb, right? Get redressed up in the garb and fucking redo those parts entirely, right? But I realized that it was going to be way funnier if instead I just kept my face fucking straight, like stood in front of the green screen and just like jammed my head over the original. The original was done in one take. So the original intro was done in one take, and this one took, actually, I spent more time. Now that I think about it, I spent more. It took about 4 seconds to think the idea up, 15 seconds to decide that I wanted to do the cut in version, and then like, I don't know, fucking 5 to 10 minutes of standing in this room going, I'm a sorcerer! I'm an old sorcerer! I'm an old sorcerer! I'm an old sorcerer! Trying to get different fucking lengths of audio until I felt like I was an old, senile, crazy person. I'm like, anybody who's outside is going to think that I'm a crazy person, you know? Sometimes I have the window open while I'm recording too, so it's over and over of different lengths, so I could like chop it up and match it as best I could. And then I realized that I didn't need to do that because I was overlaying my face. So if I'm overlaying my face, it doesn't need to be the same length because I can just cut the fucking end off. This is one of the things that drives me crazy about editing, is when I do a bunch of extra work and then go, I stood there for 10 extra minutes. I could have done it in one take. I'm an idiot. I don't need to match the length. I just cut the end off. Happens all the time. I'm going to let you guys in on another secret. I'm bad at this. I'm fucking terrible at this shit. Should provide the outtakes to a Patreon. They're not outtakes. It's literally just like you just saw it. You just saw it. Like literally, it's just that. There's not like a bunch of laughter and craziness. It's me just standing in front of the camera for 5 minutes like an insane person, saying the same thing over and over with slightly different inflections at slightly different lengths, trying to figure out in my head if I've said sorcerer for as long. It's a mind fuck, honestly, bro. I should have got you to do it with your voice. It should have been my face and your classy ass fucking British voice. Like, hey, tonight we're gonna be killing a prostitute or something. You know what I mean? But like a high end one. Do you know what I mean? Like, Simon, you got one of those like fucking high end, like eyes wide shut killing a hooker voices. Not like a cheap back alley one, right? Like, I wish that I had one of those fucking classy guy voices, but the shit I say would probably sound even crazier that way. Who knows? Who knows? Think it's better content to see it repeated over and over. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. The guy who works for Sorcery thinks that it would be a good idea for me to upload shit where I keep chanting the game's name. I mean, you get a fucking credit for like extra work, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, go tell Eric you deserve a raise. And make sure that Lemon tells him about my $69 consulting fee for helping you guys with that issue, okay? All right? I'm a consultant, and I deserve my sexy, sexy fees. Bowler, you watch my weeds one. I was smashed on weed, ranting like a shambolic comedy genius. Look at you now. You're great at this. You mean now, right? What's... Are we still doing the same thing? Do you not know what I do before these streams, big boy? I'm just more practiced at being the same thing. Death Dog, you're from the UK. Well, go get yourself a plate of chips. Go get yourself a plate of chips. Go watch Clockwork Orange. You droog. Go have some milk and some old in out, the old in out yourself. Oh, nah, no, I know what you're saying, Bullet. Back in the day, I was blazed up pretty hardcore. Nowadays, edibles are the better way, right? You know, it's nice. It's still nice, but it's not like the before time. So I do recall the olden days. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to think how long I've been doing this, really. You know, like what am I trying to say? I'll have been on YouTube for 6 years in like a month. And for 4 years, I'll have been a full-time entertainer, baby. Yeah. This is how I fucking make my living. This is how I live. And it's my dream. I have to remind myself. It's like, yo, this is it, bro. This is what you wanted. Make sure you enjoy it to the fullest. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to just go into sleepwalk mode and let everything drift by. But for me, this is my fucking dream, man. This shit, I lucked out. I had the biggest handicap that you can have when it comes to this shit. Everybody I knew believed in me. Only one person didn't. And it was me. Subconsciously, like, people tried, bro. Like, people tried to get me out to do stand-up comedy, all these different things. I'd meet people, they'd be like, you should be a fucking entertainer, you should be a comedian. And I would be like, thanks, hon. Like, everybody encouraged me. Everybody. You hear the stories where, like, nobody has a person's back and against all odds? I was the opposite. People believed in me, but no matter how much of that feedback I got, subconsciously, I just wouldn't push past that barrier. There was this dude who was going out to do stand-up. He was literally willing to come pick me up and take me out to the club. And I had what it take to do that shit. But ultimately, deep down inside, me being funny is too important to me. And so it was like what my identity was built on. And if I lost that, I'd go and find out, yo, you're not actually funny. You fucking suck. That might just shatter who I am. So why deal with failure? Why deal with the pain if you can avoid it? Now, I never consciously thought this. This was all subconscious, sabotaging myself fucking hardcore. Like, legitimately, this channel was found before. Like, I wiped every video off this channel the first time it was found. A bunch of people started showing up, and I'm like, nope. I don't want any of this. I don't want to deal with any of you fucking people. And I said it was because I was only making videos for my friends. But it was probably because of that whole fear of failure or whatever. Fucking running, bro. Running. Run, motherfucker. Run, right? Like you always have. So then the fucking historian channel ends up popping off, and that was not intentional either. That channel was just for the Magic store goers. And then we were like, our life was brutal. Like, brutal. We were struggling to get by. Like, life was insane. I cannot express to you the depths of despair. I'm permanently damaged by that time frame, right? Things got really, really bad. But Carly made the suggestion, why don't we just make some videos for your Magic channel just talking about random products for something to do. We can just make like one a week or whatever just to do it. And so we made a couple of those, and a ton of people showed up. And I was like this close to nuking the whole thing and fucking bailing, bro. I'm like, no, I'm out. But I went, let's see what's going on. Let's just take a peek. And I started to look around, and I'm like, you know what? Actually, almost everybody is really fucking cool. People are actually having a really good time with this. I wasn't expecting this. What's the harm in leaving it up? Who cares? We'll make another video or whatever. So we made another video. It got another good response, right? And I was like, okay, this is cool. And I was like, I said to Carly, like, do you want to make videos more regular? And she's like, yeah. And then I started to make videos. And within a few days, it was like that part of me that had been buried all along that always wanted to entertain people, but didn't have the fucking balls to go and do it for real. Just woke up and was like, yo, this is what I always wanted to do, bitch. What have we been doing? We're never stopping. You're running in this fucking hamster wheel till you're dead. And I said to myself, I said that out loud. And then I said to myself, let's fucking do it. And I haven't stopped since. It's been 6 years, and I want another fucking 60, bro. I never want to stop. This shit, this fucking infuses me with life. Streams literally pick up my spirits sometimes. They're never a bad time, but sometimes they transform a bad day into a good day. Joe T! 669 taking the board for the lawyer fund when Hasbro sends the Pinkertons after you too. Thanks, bro. You're Lord of the Board. Oh, and a good time, because we're getting ready to wrap it up. You're going to end up making it into the box of glory, bro. Yan, I'd love to see you do, says you'd love to see me do stand-up, do it every night already. Thanks, bro. That's, yeah, I mean, making people laugh it's like the most gratifying thing. Life is super difficult. And there are very few things that can pull you out of whatever's going on at the current moment in your life, like comedy can. Comedy can take somebody out of a bad mood against their will. You can take somebody who's unhappy, and if you hit them at the right angle with the right combination of words, you transform. Like, you transform their experience, even if it's just momentary. And people don't realize, like, how meaningful that is to me, because I get that, like, sometimes, oh, look at me, I'm getting emotional. Sometimes, like, all it takes is a moment away from what's dragging you down. Because at the end of the day, none of us are experiencing anything other than ourselves. Like, you're not really experiencing the world. You're experiencing yourself experiencing the world. We don't all see colors the same way. We don't all taste things the exact same way. There's enough relativity that we can have shared experiences. But ultimately, what we're really doing is experiencing ourselves. When I'm interacting with you, I'm not experiencing you. I'm experiencing me experiencing you. I can't experience you. I'm starting to sound like a fucking insane person. I don't know if this is the right way. I just start to get all fucking weepy and then go, you can't even experience yourself. And you're like, you know, I thought you had it together. Now, what is this? Bowler, get yourself a chippy pop for old time's sakes. I love it. I don't even know if you can get those anymore. You know what? I'm going to tell Carly to keep her eyes peeled, bro. I'm going to keep her eyes peeled. And if I can't get one, you know what I'll do? If I can't get one, because I don't know how well they work on the glass stovetops. We don't have the same stovetop. We've moved, right? If I can't make it work in my place, I'll get a Jiffy Pop. And when I go with Moxman to his cabin, when we have a fire, I'll Jiffy Pop over the fire, bro. That's what I'll do. 90, yeah. Yep. James P, you're the man, buddy. Joe T, you think €5 beat you? It's like 7.51 Canadian. Look at this. Look at the friendliness where it's like he literally gets the board. How it works is I do all those currencies on par. If we move into yen and stuff where it gets into crazy numbers, but I don't want to have to pull out the calculator and go, you beat him by 1/14 of a cent. So, you know what I mean? So we just go par across. So it does, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever. But Joe, you know what? You deserve to be Lord of the Board at the end even more. That's a great show of fucking good sportsmanship. And thus, I'm going to hop into the water so nobody else can steal the board from you. Boom, bye-bye!